Hi, in this video, let me show you how to fully set up from the beginning your FPD television that is running Tizen OS. So let's get started. The only thing I did here is to plug my TV and to press the power button on the remote control. You can also press the power button located under the FPD button. So this is the first screen. Let me just lower the volume over here so you can understand what I'm saying. So the first menu over here is to select the language. You're going to use the remote control, the arrow pad, and the middle button here to enter. So you can go up and down. I'll select English and I'll press the middle button. I'll press the middle button once again. You will be asked to connect any devices to the TV if this is what you wish. For example, if you have a cable or an antenna, if you have an HDMI device, maybe a soundbar, a PS5, etc., go ahead and connect them in the back of the TV where the ports are located. Then we're going to select the next button here. Choose your Wi-Fi network from the list that is presented to you. So you can go lower in case you don't see it. I'll select my network. I'll press the enter button and I'll have obviously to type the password for this network using the keyboard on the display. If your password has numbers, you can also use the number pad on the remote. At the end, we need to select Go on the keyboard. We are now connected to Wi-Fi. Select I agree to all and press OK. Press Start Setup. If you want to download apps on your smart TV and you probably want that and have access to all the smart features, you have to log in. There's many different choices. First of all, you can take your phone and scan this QR code, which will bring you to a page where you can sign in or create an account. Or if you don't want to use your phone, on the right side, you can select remote control, which means that you'll have to sign in using the remote or create an account. It takes a bit more time with the remote. I always suggest that you go with the QR code or choose website over here to sign in. In my case, I'll take my phone and I will scan this QR code just to show you what it looks like. I'll bring my camera up so that I can see the QR code and I'll press the yellow link that appeared. Go ahead and sign in into your Samsung account, since Tizen is made by Samsung. If you don't have an account, you're going to click on Create Account down below. Then you're going to select I have read and agree to all of the above and click Agree. It will ask you if you want to sign in your TV into your Samsung account. This is my account and I'll press Sign In. You're now signed in on the TV. Press OK. And now on the TV itself, you're going to see your Samsung account with your email over here. Make sure that Stay Signed In is checked and I'm going to click on Next. Here you have to check this, check that. Okay, check everything and press Backup. The TV is now updating. It may take a few minutes, so just put the remote down and come back once it's at 100%. Then we are back on this page. Press on again on Backup. Press on Next. You will be asked to sign in into your Prime Video account and your Apple TV account. If you don't have those services, or maybe you have them but you want to sign in later, you can also do this by pressing the skip button here. Create a password for this TV so you can have access to restricted content and apps. And also, if you want to do a factory reset, you'll also be asked to type this password over here. So I'll create one. It doesn't matter which one it is. Obviously, I'll create 1, 2, 3, 4, but in your case, I suggest you choose something a bit more complicated. If you have a TV antenna, you'll be asked to connect it in the back. And once you have connected it, select antenna and press enter. If you have a cable or a satellite box, you're going to connect it in the back and you're going to select the other option. In my case, for now, I don't want to connect anything. Therefore, I will select no broadcast signal. Press next. And we are now on the home menu of this television. It's quite easy to navigate. Comparing to other software, for example, Google TV or even Roku TV, I find the Tizen to be one that is the most pleasant to use. First of all, this is the home screen. You can have access to the home screen at any moment simply by pressing the home button on the remote control. All the apps that you have downloaded and that are installed will be on this row over here. So there's a few of them, and if you want to download more, you're gonna go towards the left side, click the search over here, and you'll be able to search for the app you want to download. Otherwise, you can browse the apps that are available by pressing the home button and going towards the right side twice until you select apps. Here, down below, you're gonna have access, right over here, to apps that have been selected that you may like, or if you go even lower, you're going to have access to many more apps that are compatible. To access the settings regarding your TV screen and other settings, okay, you're going to press the left side arrow. Once you're on the home screen, you're going to go down, select settings, and here you're going to have all the quick settings that you can change on the fly, the one that most people will use. If you want to access more of them, you're going to select all settings, and a screen will open with absolutely everything that you can change. This TV comes included with Samsung TV Plus. Samsung TV Plus, what it is, basically, it's a bunch of free channels that are streaming using Wi-Fi. So you don't have to subscribe to anything, it just comes included. You're going to select Samsung TV Plus, or you also have a button over here, Samsung TV Plus, that when you press using the channel button, you'll be able to switch through all of them. All of these are free, and you just need a Wi-Fi connection to make them work. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.